Yeah, sure.
Okay, he's here.
Hey,
Hi,
hi Ganesh.
Kashipka.
Hi.
Yeah, sure.
Pradeep, can you please turn on your camera?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you can continue with the interview.
Yes, Dakshin.
Yeah,
And all the best, Ganesh.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so hi Ganesh. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. So we can quickly start with your introduction and your experience on your recent projects.
Okay. I'm Ganesh Panduranga Pune. Currently, I'm working backend developer in Neosoft organization. Uh, and currently, I am working with the 3 sales project. Also, I have implement multiple projects like Sugar Cosmetic, Whitehead Junior, also Pivot SMS, HSA. So can I explain my projects also?
Yeah, sure. With mainly like explain your roles and responsibilities.
Okay. So currently I am working with the 3CS project. They are providing hybrid solution for chat application, also sending SMS inbound outbound. So currently I am implemented below host copies bandwidth SMS gateway. In that I have implemented inbound process, and so the inbound process is done. So now I am working on outbound process of SMS providers, and so this is about my current project. And also I have worked with Sugar Cosmetic project. In that project, I have done I have I have done a referral program in that project. Means we can send referral to another friend, and if the friend are installing Sugar Cosmetic app, then it will be get reward for both. Means referral friend also and referee friend. So also I am implementing uh, Paytm or sorry payment gateway in Sugar Cosmetic project. So like Paytm, Razorpay, and yes, that's it. So after that also I am working at a Whitehead Junior project. In that project I have implemented internationalization process. Means I have changed the language for Mexico, also Brazil. So that things are done by me in Python Junior project. And
So,
uh,
so your experience in like this task was in front end or at the back end side.
backend side,
So how you have implemented that?
which task internationalization.
Yes.
Actually, there is one package in Node for
Mm-hmm.
internet for internationalization. I use that package, and after that means there is one. I got location from IP address. So according to that IP address and location, we detect language, and using this language we can convert means uh, user UI or language.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you send that language to the front end, or rest of the thing has been handled on front end or at the back end side.
both means front end and back end. We change language for back end also, means convert that language according to user locations, and after that we send to front end, and front end will be shown to the user.
Okay. Okay, fine. So we'll be starting with one small program now.
Okay.
And just let me. You can use any editor you want. You need to share your screen.
Okay.
So I have sent you one object, like one array in the chat section here. Now what you have to do, write a function
Mhm.
that will return total installed count and total uninstalled count. So your function will return one object with keys total installed value, whatever you will be calculating using the installed, and total uninstalled.
Okay.
You got the question, right?
Means you want
So
count of
input,
installed and
yeah, right. Like sum of
uninstalled.
installed and sum of uninstalled.
Okay.
So your function will accept one parameter as this array, and it will return one object with installed and uninstalled count.
Okay. Give it to me. So you want count of installed and uninstalled in array, right?
So this is the array. I want
Hmm.
output as one object with installed count and uninstalled count.
Okay.
That will be sum of all installed for install count and sum of all uninstalled with uninstall count. Okay, cool. So can you tell me what is the time complexity for this function?
Time complexity.
Time and space complexity.
Don't know, sir. Sorry.
Okay, any guess like how we can calculate that?
I think means it depends upon the for loop. Means I think means depends upon iteration which we
So what is the length of your object? What?
uh, for
Yeah, so in this case it is 4, right?
yes,
So it can be n.
yes, means
Okay. So do you know about the imperative programming and declarative programming?
sir.
Okay, so do you know about ECMAScript?
Yeah,
So can you like list out the features which you have used from the ES6?
ES6
Mhm.
arrow function,
Mhm.
also late const pair, also mm, get const pair arrow function, also module is import, uh, also
So have you used the like iterative functions,
like
array methods?
map
Mhm.
filter.
Mhm.
Yes,
So can you use one of the method to complete your this task? Like here, lots of code is there, and I want to reduce the
yeah.
number of lines. So how can you do that?
Using map. I
Let's say you
know
only
means
want to count the installed.
what?
Let's say you only want to give the output as installed count.
Mm-hmm.
So how will you do that? Using one of the methods available in lesser line of code.
Actually, means I didn't use reduce function, but I know means when we uh, like this arithmetic operation or like this, we
Mhm.
can use reduce of array method. So it will be means less code
Okay.
as compared to this. But I will try. Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah. So only return the installed count. No need to return
Okay.
object. Just
Mhm.
return the count from that, like whatever code you will write.
I don't know.
Yeah, you are right. You just need to access the installed count.
Define.
One thing is missing. Like you are right, but one small correction is there. Like you are holding the result, but are you returning it?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Okay, so this is the declarative way, by the way, and the
Okay.
first one is imperative way, where you tell your program or machine how you want to do what. Like you're
Okay.
telling, like you have to iterate, then you have to add the count. But in declarative way, you
Mhm.
just mention what you want, and yeah, that function will do it for you. Like in this case, iteration.
Mhm.
Okay, fine. So what do you know about arrow functions?
Arrow functions means it is the simplest way to define function. Means we here we declare function keyword and after that function name. So we don't need declare function keyword in if you using arrow function. Also means it is a simplest way to
Like
return.
yes, but we already have a function like normal functions. Then what is the need of arrow functions? Why they have introduced the arrow functions?
Mm, if you means if you have one parameter, so we can directly return means there is no use of a block if you have one parameter in function. Also there is one difference is like means this keyword. So in function, normal function, this keyword refers to object of or window object. But in arrow function, there is a different means approach of this keyword.
So what is that? Like, can you tell me exactly?
It's only means it will refer to the parent object or like parent scope or lexical scope, not a global scope.
Okay, so let's say I have one function, uh, like I have created it using the arrow function syntax,
Mhm.
and I have one normal function, like in this case, count value and the
Mhm.
okay reduce.
Reduce.
But there is a callback to reduce, but that is fine. Let's declare one more function similar to the count value. Only difference will be it will be arrow function.
Okay.
Let's say count value 1. Yeah. Don't write anything in the body. Just I want to see the syntax. return 10 from this function. Now tell me, if I try to call this function on line number 22, will it work? Like, don't call it, just like I want to know.
Okay.
Like in case of count value, if I try to call it on line number 2, will it work?
mm, it will work, but it will return, I think. Uh, no, means
So
I
I
think
have two
hoisting
questions. First is related to the count value function on line number
on
3.
value. Yes.
If you try to call that function on line number 2 with the object,
Mm-hmm. It will
so
return.
will it like run, or will it work, will it give you the output?
Yes.
Okay, so same scenario with the count value
Arrow
1
function.
function. If I try to call that function on line number 22,
Mm-hmm.
so will it run or will it give error?
It will give error because there is a hoisting concept. Means whenever we declare any functions or variable, means here the function is represent as a variable, but here is a function. So it will be means run or execute while reach the interpreter in this line number 23. But here the means hoisting means we already allocate a space whenever we compile our project that time into call stack. Means we can check into our browser.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So, what do you know about like closures in JavaScript?
Closures. Okay. So closure means it's a function along with its lexical scope. It's called a closure. Means we can access variable from outer function into inner function
Why it is possible? Why we
uh,
don't get any error?
because of scope.
Yeah, can you explain little bit more about it by giving any example? Or...
Suppose
So, are you sure this
yeah,
is the example of closure function? Like, I'm not able to see it. It is more about the
this is
scope.
the means we can access inner function also in
But in this case, what is happening? Like you're calling the outer function, right?
mm,
So in outer function, you have the inner function. Inner function is
yes,
simply printing the value of a, and
yes,
outer function is still in the memory.
mm,
It is not completely executed, right? So
means we can declare another one function or inner function. I didn't means I know concept but I didn't implement.
okay, no problem. So what do you know about
Means
the?
we can
Mhm. Yeah, go
we
ahead.
can declare another one function and inside that mm, like variable we can access this function. Sorry, I means I didn't explain. Yeah. But I know means what is the uh, memory allocation and all things.
Okay, so assume only this function is in your file right now. What will happen from the starting? Like how uh, how is the flow? What will be created first? Like what is the execution context? What will be the call stack?
Okay. Uh,
So basically,
and
what is
first,
execution context? and when it is created.
Okay. Means when we try to run our program or code, that time it will means there is compile time. Means when we try to run any program in JavaScript, that time the memory is allocated.
So there are
And
phases, like in which phase what happens. You are right, but there are phases.
yes, there are two phases, but what means GEC means global execution context, and one is
So creation phase and execution phase.
yes, sorry. So in creation phase, they will means define variable and functions into memory, and uh, also if we means we didn't declare any value to the variable, then it will be assigned as a undefined.
Mhm.
And if for function, it will means reference of function. And in execution phase, they will uh, check, means suppose in creation phase, suppose here is let a equal, sorry, 10, then a will be defined in creation phase into memory, and it will be undefined. And after execution, in execution phase, a equal to 10 value, means it is a this value is assigned to a.
Okay, fair enough. But the example of closure is still not right.
Yes.
So even executing, like finishing execution of the outer function, inner function can still access its variables, like variables of the outer function. So that is closure. That means the inner function is enclosed in variable environment of outer function. So in this case, your outer function is not returning, and before that, your inner function is accessing the value a, like variable a. That is fine. That is normal behavior. Are you getting my
Sorry,
point?
can you please explain again?
Yes, yes.
Sorry.
So in this particular case, your
Mhm.
inner function accessing the value a
Yes.
before finishing the execution of outer function.
Mhm.
If you just write a return statement in front of inner function, like a return
Here or in.
here, right? You need to remove that call in line number 33 because it is unreachable now.
Yes.
So in this case, your outer function will finish its execution, and even after that, you can access the value 10, like value a. So inner function is enclosed in variable environment of outer function.
Mhm.
So even the execution of outer function has finished, still you can access the variable a. That is the concept of closure.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So what do you know about the event loop?
Event loop means it will be continuously looping, like our
Can
it is a
you can
continuous
you like explain the components of event loop?
event loops. Means there is a job queue, callback queue. Also, there is a thread, means multiple threads. Means when we client, when your any client is request to the server, that time there is one call stack. Means first request come, then it will be go into the call stack, and after that event loop is fetch that request and check it is a asynchronous or not. If it is, means it will take some time, then it will assign to the thread, or it is a callback or any callback function, then it will be sent to the callback queue for processing. And means it will, whenever it will come output, then it will send back to the call stack. So this is the major function of event loop. But in callback queue or job queue means there is when we return any promises, so it will means it has highest priority than callback. So the event loop is first means get chance to execute promises, and after that uh, callbacks.
Okay, so if I have the sequence like global console log, very first, then set timeout, and its callback function, there is one console log as first timer
Mm.
with the 1000 millisecond.
Okay.
Then I have third similar code like set timeout, but now with 0 as millisecond.
Mhm.
And then I have the promise which is resolving and I'm printing something in the console log. So there are four statements. First is global console log. Second one is set timeout first. Third one is set timeout second. And the third one is inside promise.
Okay.
So what will be the sequence of console log printing? Like in which sequence they will print?
First, global console is printed.
Mhm.
After that, promises, and after that means according to time which we provide to set timer. Means third means the set timer function will be executed.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so have you created any projects from scratch in Node.js?
Uh, yes, means pivot service is a project which I have created from
Mm,
scratch.
okay, and what was the control flow you are using? Like you have used? How is the control of the project?
Means,
Like I want to know the flow from which layer to which layer you
uh, means
like how it start if I hit particular endpoint from where it will start and where it will end.
okay. So if you try to means access or hit API from Postman, so it will first go to the index.js file, and there are written some routes. So accessing that route, and in routes folder, I have created controller and method. Means which method you want to access or execute when you hit some path of URL or some API path. And inside controller, we are returning services or import services, and inside services, I have created logic of the actual means business logic.
Okay, and do you write like any test cases for the your project?
No, actually, I didn't write any means test cases, but currently I'm learning means using Jest, Mocha, and Chai. We can create test cases, but I didn't get chance. But current project I am working, but right now this model will be in next sprint. But right now means I am not able to get any chance to create in test cases.
Okay, so next question is about how can you secure your HTTP cookies against the XSS attacks? Like, do you know what is mean by XSS?
XSS.
It is cross-site scripting.
Okay. So I need means I know only means we can create SSH key.
No, it is XSS. XSS.
Okay.
It is acronym for cross-site scripting.
Okay. I don't know, sir. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So, have you done any open source contribution?
Right now, no.
So, do you write any blogs or any technical stuff?
No, sir, right now.
Do you
Yes.
attend any? Yes, yes. Sorry for the background noise.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were saying something.
No, actually, I have means created multiple project, but it's a private in my GitLab repository,
Mhm.
but not creating any blog or any or publicly.
Okay. Do you attend the webinars, online, technical, or any kind of webinars,
Uh,
like
no,
meetups or conferences?
actually, before COVID, I means attend meetups,
Mhm.
but after that, I just learning through YouTube, not attending any because I didn't get any means I don't get any time that too
Mhm.
much. Actually, I have registered also for AWS before I think before in Feb month there is a 24 Feb one session is provided, but I am not attending. But I register but not get time, so that's why I am not attending.
Okay, fine. So I have one last question for you.
Mhm.
Like, what is difference between the asynchronous and non-blocking?
Okay, means asynchronous means when we suppose we get data from database or reading data from files, that time we require more time as compared to this other task or other task or other something is statement.
Mhm.
So means synchronous means it will be access quickly get result quickly, and synchronous means line by line or line by line manner. But asynchronous means we can suppose we means I want data from database, so we write one query and it will take some more time, then I will go to the next statement and execute that statement. So this is a asynchronous means after that we got a result from that query, then we means return result to the request or like this. This is the asynchronous.
And what about the non-blocking?
Non-blocking means synchronous means
Mhm.
there is no time to wait for execution or
Okay.
means it will get back quickly and sent to the customer or client. Means in real time, like the like hotel or restaurant example, means waiter is the API. There is means customer send request to the means first to waiter, and it will go to the kitchen. If it is available, then it will get it back and give to the customer. This is a sequence, but it will take some time to prepare that order. Then it will be means waiting for that order, and after that means it will prepare. It will take and give to the customer like this.
Okay. Fair enough. So, uh, how much are you familiar with the MySQL database?
Uh, MySQL means I have
Like, if I ask you to rate yourself in MySQL, something out of 10.
okay 5.
Okay. So, I am done from my side. So, do you have any questions for me?
mm, means uh, what is the culture of or what is the work culture in your means Josh company?
Actually, it depends upon the projects, but um, the environment is very friendly.
Mhm.
And if you ask about the timings, then it depends upon the client's project
Okay,
or the
means it
team.
is a service based or product based.
It is both. We have our own product too, like not product but subsidiary companies,
Mhm.
and mainly we are service based.
Okay,
Like we have the both the things.
okay, okay.
Okay, Ganesh. Anything else?
Mm,
It was nice talking to you. Our HR will get back to you.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.